All right, let's dive deep into this whole YouTube watch time thing.
Yeah.
It can be a bit of a mystery.
A real puzzle.
We're checking out this vidIQ video, right? And they break down how YouTubers can hit those 4,000 hours.
Yeah, the magic number.
Which you need for monetization.
Yeah.
Getting into that program. Now, even if you aren't trying to be the next, what's a big YouTube?
This beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Even if that's not you, getting this gives you a peek behind the scenes.
Right.
How YouTube works.
How to make content that works. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how people make a living from it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
It's like a secret code, The video starts by saying, how big of a deal this 4,000 hours is. One creator even said it's like passing the bar exam.
Whoa, wait, like to be a lawyer?
Yep, that's serious.
That is a wild comparison. Makes you think.
Well, think about how much stuff gets uploaded to YouTube.
A ton, right?
500 hours every minute. Every minute.
That's nuts. I can see why getting those hours watched is, whoa.
Yeah, so that's why the video is all about finding your niche. It's not just good content, it's got to be good for the right people.
So like your audience, finding the people who get it.
Exactly. Your tribe who are into what you do.
Makes sense, but finding that niche sounds tough.
The video's got you covered. They say ask yourself a few things. First, what are you passionate about?
Ooh, I like that. So what gets you fired up?
Then what do you want to be known for? What's your thing?
Okay, so your expertise or what you're really good at.
And lastly, what can you share with the world that's special?
This is getting deep. It's got to be the perfect mix, right, of what you love, what you're good at, and what people want to see.
Exactly. Like that bar exam thing, you'd specialize in law and not do every type of case.
Right. Focus your energy.
And they had examples in the video like Casey Neistat, those vlogs of his life.
Oh, I've seen those.
Or Linus Tech Tips, all about tech reviews, and CoffeeZilla exposing scams online.
Those are big names. But they all do their own thing in a bigger category.
Yeah, they carved out their space.
So it's smarter to get specific than try to please everyone.
100%. And once you have your niche, you got to understand those people. What do they need? What are they searching for?
It's like being a detective almost.
You got it. The more you get them, the better your content will be for them.
Okay. So detective work. Check. Then the video talks about niching down even further. Like nicheception.
Kinda. It's about those micro niches inside the bigger one. So not just fitness, but yoga for seniors or
weightlifting for hamsters.
Well, maybe not that, but you get it. The more specific, the more those people feel like this is for me.
So you actually get more people by getting more specific.
Counterintuitive, but it works. You become the expert in that tiny area so people trust you more.
That's cool, but doesn't that limit you?
That's what people think, but the video says it actually opens up more creativity, gives you room to grow in that space.
Really? How so?
Well, if you're super specific, it's easier to come up with ideas. You can work with other creators in that same niche.
Oh.
And even brands, sponsors who want to reach those people, they come to you.
You're like a mini influencer, but powerful because you know your stuff.
Exactly. Which brings up another big thing. They said agility and evolution.
Wait, so we pick a niche, we're happy, but then it changes.
Think of YouTube, .nature. Trends are like the weather, always shifting.
I'm getting nervous just thinking about it.
But the good YouTubers, they adapt. They evolve with it.
So we got to tweak things, but not completely abandon what we're about.
That's it. They say, look at your first 10 videos. What did well? Make more of that.
Oh, so use the data.
Yep. And they also said, check out your competitors.
Whoa, like spying on them.
Not spying, more like seeing what's already working. Where are the gaps? What can you add that's unique?
Okay, so it's research. But ethical research.
Exactly. Even big channels like Think Media do this. They're always learning from each other.
Wow. So even at the top, they're still learning.
Always. It's not about copying, but getting inspired, finding your own way to stand out.
And the video mentioned that vidIQ AI thing, right? For ideas.
Yeah, when you're stuck, that can help.
So many tools. Speaking of which, let's talk about something kind of tricky. Passion versus profit.
Ooh, yeah, the video mentioned that too.
It's like we all want to do what we love, but we got to make money too, right?
It's a balance. And they said some niches, they just pay better than others.
I remember they showed that list, right? CPMs, like $14 to $21, depending on what you do.
It was a big range. I had no idea it could be that different.
Yeah, so we got to think about that too.
Yeah.
But it's tricky, right? Like, what if you pick something just for the money, but you hate it?
You'll burn out fast. The video's point was making YouTube videos, it's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah, tons of work.
So if you don't love it, it'll show. Viewers can tell if you're not genuine.
Makes sense. Got to find that sweet spot, passion and getting paid.
It's not either, for sure. And they talked about this like short-term versus long-term.
Sure. Okay.
Those ads, the pre-roll ones, they're good starting out, but for a real YouTube business.
You got to have more than just ads.
Exactly. But they mentioned brand deals, sponsorships, those affiliate links.
Oh, right. Where you recommend stuff and get a cut.
As you grow, those become more important. You're not just a channel, you're a brand.
Well, that's a whole other level. It's like business school for YouTubers.
Kinda. You got to think that way from the start. It's not just views, it's building something people trust.
And that comes back to passion, doesn't it? That's what makes people believe you.
100%. And the video really hammered this in. Building a YouTube channel, it takes time.
Patience, right? You don't just blow up overnight.
Nope, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
I hate running, but I get the metaphor.
There'll be tough times. You'll doubt yourself. It's normal. Every big YouTuber's been there.
I guess it's easy to forget, seeing those success stories, it wasn't always easy for them.
Totally. But that's why they emphasize keep learning, experimenting, stay ahead of the game.
Wait, but how do you do that and stay in your niche? It's like two opposite things.
It's more like refining your focus, not changing it totally. Like we said, analyze those early videos.
See what hit.
Yep, and double down on that. Plus, that competitor research helps too.
And see what gaps you can fill, right?
Yeah.
Not just copy, but add your own twist.
You got it. They even showed Think Media as an example. Huge channel, but they're still learning from others.
That's kind of inspiring, actually.
Yeah.
And if you're stuck, there's the AI thing, right? For ideas.
Yep, vidIQ's got you covered.
It's like having a brainstorming buddy built into the software.
Exactly. Now, we've been all about strategy, but let's not forget, it's all about the videos themselves.
Right, that's the whole point. All this other stuff, if the videos are bad, it doesn't matter.
Totally. So the video gave tips on making them engaging, which means more watch time.
Okay, spill the secrets.
It starts with that first few seconds. You need a hook to grab people's attention.
I can imagine, with so many videos out there, you gotta stand out instantly.
Think of movie trailers. They tease the best parts, make you want to watch more.
Ooh, that's smart. So you gotta create that same feeling.
Yep. Intrigue, make them curious. Then once they're in, it's all about pacing and structure.
Keeping it snappy, right? No one wants to watch a rambling mess.
They said, cut the fluff, get to the point, respect people's time. That way, they're more likely to stick around.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
But what if your topic needs, like, a longer video, say a tutorial or something complex?
They had tips for that too. Break it into chapters, use visuals, even add some humor to keep it interesting.
So even if it's long, it still feels fresh.
Exactly. And we touched on community, but the video really went deep on how important that is for watch time.
I'm all ears.
Yeah.
How do you actually build that community, make people stick around?
Simple things like replying to comments shows you care. Asking questions in your videos starts conversations.
Like you're actually talking with them, not just at them.
Yep. Polls and quizzes are fun too, makes them feel involved.
Love that.
And live streams are huge for this. That real-time connection is powerful.
It's like a virtual hangout, so you're building relationships, not just views.
And those relationships, they turn into shares, recommendations, more subscribers. It all snowballs.
It's like that cycle we talked about. Everything feeds into itself. But even with all this awesomeness, the video did get kind of real.
Oh yeah, the reality check.
YouTube's always changing. What works today might not tomorrow. It's scary.
True, it's like you're always on your toes.
More like on a treadmill that speeds up every time you catch your breath.
Uh-huh, pretty much. So, you got to stay up to date, try new things, never stop learning.
That's a lot to handle. But this deep dive has been so helpful.
We've covered a ton. It's like a YouTube starter kit, all the essentials.
From picking your niche to building a community to making those killer videos, it's all here.
It's been a wild ride. But before we go, remember that question we asked, what can you bring to YouTube that's unique?
That's what it all boils down to, right?
Right, your voice, your story, your perspective, that's what makes you stand out.
So, to everyone out there dreaming of YouTube success, don't be afraid to be yourself.
Your passion, your hard work, it'll pay off. And remember, YouTube's always changing, so embrace that. They said it's all about how you make those videos. There's no one right way, but they gave tips for keeping people hooked.
I'm hooked already. Tell me more.
So the beginning is huge. You got to grab them right away, those first few seconds.
Yeah, it's make it or break it, right? People are so quick to click away.
Think about it like those movie trailers. They show you the best stuff, make you want to see the whole thing.
No, I get it. Build up that excitement right from the start.
Exactly. Give them a taste of what's coming. Then, once they're watching, it's all about pacing and structure.
So keeping it tight, no rambling.
They were big on that. Cut the fluff, get to the point, make it easy to watch. That way people actually finish the video.
Makes sense. Respect the viewer's time. But what if the topic is, like, long? A tutorial or something?
Good point. They said for longer ones, break it up. Chapters, visuals, maybe even add some humor to keep it lively.
So even if it's a long video, it doesn't feel like a slog.
Exactly. And remember how we talked about community? That plays a huge role in watch time, too.
We did, but I'm always down for more community tips. What did the video say?
Little things add up, like reply to comments, shows you're listening, ask questions in your videos, starts discussions.
Yeah, it's like a back and forth, not just you talking at them.
Right. Polls, quizzes, those are fun, too. Makes people feel involved.
Makes it interactive.
And live streams, those are gold for community. You're right there talking to people live.
It's like that virtual hangout we talked about. You get to know your viewers, they get to know you.
And that turns into shares, recommendations, all that good stuff that grows your channel.
That amazing cycle again. Everything builds on itself. But even with all this, the video did have a warning.
Oh, yeah. The don't get too comfy warning.
YouTube is always changing, right? You can be a bit overwhelming.
Totally. They said, what worked last month might not work now. Got to be ready to adapt.
It's like you're on a treadmill, and the speed keeps increasing.
Haha. Good analogy. So yeah, stay informed, try new things, never stop learning. That's the key takeaway.
A lot to keep in mind. But this deep dive, seriously, it's been eye-opening.
We've covered a ton, from zero to YouTube, all in one episode.
Niche, community, making awesome videos. It's all here.
It's been a journey. But remember that big question. What's your unique thing you can bring to YouTube?
That's what it's all about, finding that special something.
Your voice, your story, that's what people connect with. So to all the future YouTubers out there, be you.
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Hard work, passion, it'll show.
And don't get discouraged by the changes. YouTube's a wild ride. Embrace it.
Well said. So get out there and create. Who knows, maybe we'll be deep diving into your success story one day.
That'd be awesome. Until then, keep making those videos, keep experimenting, keep the YouTube dream alive.
And that's a wrap on our YouTube Watch Time Deep Dive. Hope you enjoyed it.
Keep those creative juices flowing, everyone.